Alright, today we're working on an answer, find, and shade worksheet that's covering substitution. And all substitution means is you're just replacing something. To substitute means to replace. It's kind of like when your teacher's absent, you get a substitute. She or he's replacing your teacher. Let's look at the shading directions. The shading directions say shade the odd-numbered problems light and the even-numbered problems dark, or choose two different colors. All that's telling you is the odd problems like 1, 3, and 5, and 7, and 9, and 11, they're odd, so we're going to shade those in light. And the even ones like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, they're even, so we're going to shade those in dark. Or we could choose two different colors and do the odd one color and the even another color. So we solve the problems, we find them in the picture, and we shade them in. That's why it's called an answer, find, and shade. Okay, let's take a look at the problems. All right, problems 1 through 8. The directions say find the value of each expression if v equals 24. Now the word expression. You probably heard the word expression and equation used in your math class. Well, the only difference between the two is an equation has an equal sign, an expression does not. Don't make it any more difficult than that. An equation has an equal sign, expression does not. As you can see, do any of these have equal signs? No. So that's why they're called an expression. So v plus 19, v divided by 3 plus 3, v plus v, these are all expressions. Well, it says v equals 24. And since we're doing substitution, all we have to do is replace or change all the v's to 24. So number 1, this v gets changed to 24. Problem number 2, this v gets changed to 24. Problem number 3, this v gets changed to 24. Oh wait, there's another v. So this one gets changed to 24. That's all you're doing with substitution. You're just changing the variable to whatever it tells us to change it to. And this time it's 24. So we change all the v's to 24. So problem number 1, all we do now is 24 plus 19. And what's 24 plus 19? That's correct. 43. And all we do now is find 43 up in the picture and we shade it lightly because it's an odd problem. Oh, there's a 43 right there. So we just shade that in lightly. So you see how easy substitution really is? Press pause and try to do problems 2 and 3 on your own. When you're finished with those, press play and I'll give you the answers. Okay, welcome back. You just tried to do 2 and 3 on your own. So let me give you the answers to make sure you got them correct. On problem number 2, you have 24 divided by 3 plus 3. Well, we should know based on our order of operations, we do division first. So 24 divided by 3 is 8 plus 3. So that would be 11. Okay? And then you would go find 11 up here in the picture and you'd shade it dark because it's an even problem. Oh, there's 11 right there. Now remember, there's more than one of them usually, so you got to find them all, okay? Don't just find one. And shade them in dark, or this one dark, because it's an even problem. See, number 2 is even. And then problem 3, 24 plus 24 is 48. All right? So check your answers. If you did something wrong, press pause and fix it. Don't just copy from me because that doesn't help you. Remember, you're going to probably have to take a test sometimes. You got to make sure you understand this stuff. All right? All right. Problem number 4. You've got 2 next to v. And you know v is going to be changed or substituted to 24. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean 224? No. When you have a number next to a variable, it means multiplication. And also, when you have two variables next to each other, it means multiplication. So this 2v right here actually means multiplication. So you actually have 2 times 24. And then you're just going to divide by 12, and there you go. Well, 2 times 24 is 48, and then you're going to divide by 12, and you're going to get 4. And if you look up here, since it's number 4 is an even, we're going to shade it dark. So we find any 4. There's a 4 right there, and you're going to shade it in dark. Now remember, there's more than one 4. Oh, I see another one right here. Now I don't want to give you all of them, but again, you have to find all the 4s and shade them in dark. Okay? So try to do problem 5 on your own really quick. All right? So press pause, give it a try, and when you get the answer, press play, and I'll give you the answer, and we can check to see if you got it right. All right, welcome back. So we're doing number 5, and v is going to be turned to 24, and you got minus 4 plus 3. Now remember, when you have parentheses, you have to do whatever's in parentheses first. So we have to do 4 plus 3 is 7. We have 24 minus 7, which equals 17. So you're going to get 17. All right, did you get 17? If you didn't, go back and correct your mistake. All right, again, don't just copy from me. It's not going to help when you take a test. So now, since 5 is an odd problem, we have to come up here and find number 17. I see one over here. And we're going to color those in light. Remember, there's more than one, so don't just trust me on that one. Now, let's come down here again. Now, 6. Check it out. You got 2 next to parentheses. Well, what do you think we do? Yep, you guessed it. It's just like problem number 4. See how you had a number next to a variable? Well, this time we have a number next to parentheses, which means multiplication. So you're going to change the v's to 24, and then you're going to solve it. Again, press pause. You try to solve 6, 7, and 8. When you're done, press play, and we will check your answers. Okay, welcome back. So you add 24 plus 24, which are in parentheses. So you have to do those first. You get 48, and then you had this 2 next to parentheses, which means multiplication. And 2 times 48 is 96. So you're going to get 96. You're going to find 96 up above, and since 6 is an even, you're going to shade it in dark. All right? Now, number 7, you're going to change it to 24, and 24 divided by 4 is 6. And number 8, you're going to change all the v's to 24. And this is just like problem number 6. So you can't say, oh, I didn't get it, because it's exactly like number 6. So you got 24 minus 19 in parentheses, which means you have to do that first, which that will give you 5. Then you got 24 next to parentheses, which means multiplication. Ooh la la, 24 times 5. Huh. Well, 20 times 5 is 100, and 4 times 5 is 20, so it's 120. All right? Check your answers. If you got them correct, great. If you're having some problems, just go back and fix your mistakes and think about what you did wrong. Most likely it's just a silly mistake. Why don't you press pause and give 9 a try really quick, and then I'll come back and I'll help you again. See you in a bit. All right, problem 9. The directions say, find the value of each expression if x equals 15 and y equals 6. Well, this could be a little confusing because now we have 2 variables we have to substitute for. X is going to be changed to 15 and y is going to be changed to 6. So make sure you get them correctly. Don't get them confused. On problem 9, we got a y here, so that is going to be a 6. And we got an x, which is going to be a 15. And 6 plus 15 is going to be 21. So now we find 21 up above, and we're going to shade it in light because problem number 9 is an odd. All right? Take a look at problem number 10, and do that one on your own really quick. Press pause, press play when you're done, because I want to talk to you about number 11 really quick. Actually, you know what? 11's pretty easy, because 11 is just like problem number 4. You've got a number next to a variable, which means multiplication. Matter of fact, why don't you give problem 10 and 11 a try? Press pause, and you do those, press play, and I'll give you those answers. See you in a second. All right, welcome back again. Problem 10. You got x here, and that's going to be a 15. You got y here, that's going to be a 6. They're in parentheses, so you got to do parentheses first. 15 minus 6 is 9. You got 90 over here. You got division, and 90 divided by 9 is 10. And you find 10 up above and shade it. You're going to shade it dark because 10 is an even problem. Now take a look at number 11. You got 2x. Well, right off the bat, you should know this is multiplication because you got a variable next to a number. You also got a 4 next to a y, which means multiplication. So you're going to have 2 times, what does x equal? Oh, 15. Then you're going to have a plus, and you're going to have a 4 times 6. All right, sorry about that, a little bit messy, huh? Well, you do multiplication first, so 2 times 15 is going to be 30. You got your plus, and you're going to have 4 times 6 is 24, and you add those together, and you get 54. All right? All right, I think I helped you enough for right now. Try to do 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 on your own. So press pause, give them a try, then press play when you're ready to check your answers, and I'll give you the answers. See you in a few minutes. All right, welcome back. You should have done 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16 on your own. But remember, if you understand this stuff and you don't need my help, don't listen to me. Just do the worksheet on your own. But if you do need my help, just follow along. All right, let's take a look at 12. X is going to turn into 15, and Y is going to turn into 6. And a number next to a variable means multiplication, so you're going to end up with 15 minus 2 times 6. And order of operations, you got to do multiplication first. So you do 2 times 6, which is 12. You get 15 minus 12, which equals 3. All right? So you find 3 up in your picture, and you shade that in dark because 12 isn't even, and up here it says evens are dark. All right? So now we got problem 13. Wow, there's a few here. This is going to be a little confusing. We got to make sure we put the right number for the right variable. X is 15. Then you're going to have y is 6. You have 2 plus y is 6. So now, since subtraction and adding are a family, we just work from left to right. Remember, addition does not come before subtraction unless it's left to right. So first we do subtraction because here first. So we do 15 minus 6. That gives me 9. Then we're going to add the 2, and that gives me 11. Then we're going to do 11 minus 6, which is 5. Then we're going to add the 8, which gives me 13 is an answer. All right? Remember, I'm just showing you the answer really quick. Make sure it looks nice on your paper, not all sloppy like mine. And let's take a look at problem 14. Let me erase all this so you don't get confused. All right, problem 14. You got a y, which becomes 6. And 6 times 5 is going to be 30. Oh, wow, I forgot about the x. X is 15. So you're going to have 30 minus 15, which is going to give you 15. Problem number 15, you're going to have an x, which is 15. You're going to have a y, which is 6. You got divided by 3, but remember you do whatever's in parentheses first. So 15 plus 6 is 21. Divided by 3 will give you 7. And problem 16, you got a x, which is going to be 15. You got a y, which is 6. You got another y, which is 6. And you got a x, which is 15. Wow, that's a lot of variables. You got to be careful when you're substituting. Don't get them confused. Now, we got parentheses, so you got to do the 6 plus 6 first, which is 12. You're going to have 15 over here with the subtraction. You're going to have plus 15. Now, remember, you might think addition's first, but it's not. They're related. They're a family. So you have to work from left to right when you got subtraction and addition together. So you do 15 minus 12 first, which is 3, plus 15, which gives you 18. All right? All right. Check your answers. If you got something wrong, go back and see what you did wrong. Change it, fix it, make it look good. Again, your worksheet shouldn't look as sloppy as mine. I'm just trying to do it really quick and help you out. All right? This is what I want you to do. Press pause, and I really want you to try 17, 18, 19, and 20 on your own. Now, check it out. There's 3 variables on that one. So try not to get confused. There's an A, a B, and a C. A, B, C. Anyway, make sure you don't get confused. Try 17, 18, 19, and 20 on your own. Press pause. Press play when you're done. I'll give you the answers so you can check them. All right, see you in a second. A minute, 2 minutes, maybe not 3 minutes. All right, see you then. All right, welcome back. You got find the value of each expression if A equals 18, B equals 3, and C equals 9. So, problem 17, you got an A, that is 18. You got a C, which is 9. You got a B, which is 3. So we got parentheses. We got to do parentheses first. 18 minus 9 is 9. Minus 3 is 6. Divided by 3. And we get 2. Again, it's an odd problem, so we come up here because 17 is odd, and we find the 17 and shade it in light. Remember, there's probably more than one of them. All right, so look for all of them. Ooh, I see at least 2. Yeah, I'm not going to show you where they are because that's the whole fun of it, finding where they're at. All right, problem 18. You got an A, which is going to be 18. You got a B, which is going to be 3. You got a C, which is going to be 9. Now, this could be a little tricky because you're like, wait a second, I got 33 and 29. But remember, a number next to a variable means multiplication. So really, this is 18. Then it's plus 3 times 3. And then you're going to minus 2 times 9. And in the order of operations, you got to do multiplication before adding and subtracting. So this little guy, 3 times 3 is going to become 9. And 2 times 19 is going to be 18. You're going to subtract. You're going to add. Now we work from left to right because adding and subtraction are a family. 18 plus 9 is 27. Minus 18 is 9. So you're going to get 9 there. Number 19, you got A is 18. You got B is 3. You got B is 3. You got A is 18. Wow. All right, we do whatever's in parentheses first. 18 minus 3 is 15. Then we're going to subtract. Ooh, a little tricky here, trying to trick us. We're going to get minus 15 in there because 3 minus 18 is a negative 15. Well, you should already know when you have 2 negatives, I got a negative there, and I got a negative there. 2 negatives make a positive, so 15 plus 15 makes 30. Oh, a little tricky there. Hey, by the way, if you get a little confused about integers like negative and positive numbers, remember, if you get 2 negatives, check it out. If you put 2 negatives together, you get a positive. See, you need 2 lines to make it a positive. So you can take the 2 negative signs and make a positive. That's how I always remember. Anyway, let's move on. Number 20, you got C equals 9. You got A equals 18. You got B equals 3. We got to do parentheses first, so we get 27 here. Let's keep those parentheses so we can see this. You got 2 right there. And again, a number next to parentheses means multiplication. So we do 2 times 27. 2 times 27 is the same as 27 plus 27, which gives us 54. We minus the 3, and that gives us 51. And guess what? We are done. Woohoo! All right. Now just shade in your 51s, and you'll probably have a cool looking picture. I wonder what it is. All right. Well, I hope I helped you. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.